Okay, here's album review number 2, and it's Metallica, Death Magnetic. This is one I've been meaning to review. I was a big Metallica fan in my teens. I went to see him live at Milton Keynes Bowl. Headlining in a one-day festival called the Big Day Out, and also had like Marilyn Manson, Placebo, Queens of the Stone Age. Had Sepultura, also Pitch Shifter, Monster Magnet. They were awesome. But Metallica had an awesome stage set. I went to this when I was 16, but like a bit after that, I didn't really listen to them. Got out of them. Just thought they were a bit cheesy, and that was the kind of point where I kind of went off metal music for a while anyway, and hard rock of Metallica's type. And then I saw Some Kind of Monster, and it made me understand them more as a band and empathise with them, and it got me back to listening to Master of Puppets and the Black Album and tracks like One and stuff, and appreciate them again, and it was good. So obviously I was looking forward to hearing a new album at some point. This track is The Day That Never Comes. Has a bit of a feel of One to it. This is off Death Magnetic. I wasn't a fan of what I heard from Saint Anger, and on Reload and Load there was a few tracks I liked off of each album, but they weren't the solid Metallica that everyone wanted. But this album is the Metallica that everyone wanted. Basically, they have totally got back the form of doing the style that they have done before. A lot of the tracks on here are about nearly 7 to 8 minutes, one even 10 minutes, and that kind of follows the philosophy of what they were about in the 80s, on tracks like Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning, and even on Unjustice for All, some of those tracks. I mean, this one reminds me of One, for instance. It starts out with a great opening track called That Was Just Your Life, and it's a great opening for a Metallica album, brilliant. Starts with this heartbeat, this kind of riff, melodic line. Yeah, this is the Metallica wanted back. They actually sound like they mean it. Whereas on Saint Anger, it just didn't sound full enough, didn't sound complete. That may have been down to the production, but they just didn't seem to have it together as a band for that one, I thought. But yeah, this is Metallica wanted back, just full on and headbanging and thrashy. Lots of riffage, some great solos, and they're more understated than kind of thing. But yeah, this is the opening track. Let's hear it kick in. Great drumming by Lars on this album. It's fucking cool. This is the chorus. To me, that's the most catchiest kind of bit on the album. This doesn't sound like a singles album or an album made for a record company, hence all the long tracks and like the frantic notion of most of the tracks. There's like a few that's laid back, like The Day That Never Comes that I just played you, and also they like do The Unforgiven Part 3, which I think is better than The Unforgiven Part 2. Starts with like some piano, which is out of character for like the whole album. This is like one of the only other instruments you get other than the 4-piece setup on this whole album. Then it kicks into this cool kind of grungy rock riff. Disco Inferno. Yeah, this Metallica is good stuff. If you're a fan of Metallica, why haven't you got this already? I downloaded it, sorry Lars, but maybe I'll get it one day. I've got plenty of Metallica albums anyhow. So overall, good effort from Metallica there. The only criticism I have of it is some of the tracks can like be a bit samey due to like the heavy notion of this album, where they've like felt like they had something to prove, and they've got their like bite and their fight power back, and that's much what like they needed, I think, to go get back to this level. This is like an instrumental track called Suicide and Redemption. They haven't had anything like this for years, like as in a long instrumental on their album. Their album's only 10 tracks. Some great riffage in this. A good album. I'm just gonna play you a bit from possibly one of my favourite songs on here, All Nightmare Long. There's a bit that just sounds like it's going straight to hell, pretty much. Fucking hell. Don't do that very often. This build-up's awesome. Fuck me, I'm dizzy. Yeah, this build-up's awesome. Yeah. So, that's another album review from me. Definitely worth getting if you're a Metallica fan. They're on form. But like, especially if you like their thrashier stuff, which is more riff orientated, this is the Metallica album for you. Yeah, definitely the best in maybe like since the Black Album or even since Master of Puppets, in my opinion. Yeah, that's it for this second album review. Hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything you'd like me to review, new or old, let me know, please, because I'd be more than interested. Some reviews I'm hoping to do at some point would be Atmosphere's last album, Beck's latest album, Crystal Castle's, Portishead's new album, latest album, and if I get them at some point, The Streets and Kings of Leon's album. So yeah, hope that was cool. Cheers.